Hello, everyone. I was going to wait a few minutes so people could get in the room. Now, me and Zach, we talked about this yesterday, but this is just a little bit more on the death of Gangsta Boo. So I talked a lot about this yesterday, but these are just some additional finds that I had. So Gangsta Boo equals 38 in full reduction gematria. Full reduction is the most important cipher. Now, understand the name of this book is called 38 Special because of all the words that equal 38, like rapper, Memphis, murder, killing. Understand Gangsta Boo equals 38. She's dead at 43 years old. She's dead at 43 years old, right? Now, now check this out. Notice the last rapper to die was also from Memphis, Big Scar. Snooty Wild also passed away in early 2022. A lot of rappers die from Memphis, Tennessee, and we know why. This number 38 is no joke. These are three rappers that have died in less than a year from Memphis. Keep in mind that doesn't include all the rappers because there's a lot more. These are just some of the more known ones. Not to mention Young Dolph was before Snooty Wild. PSO Emmett was the last rapper to die before Dolph, and he was also from Memphis. And there were also other rappers that died in Memphis in 2021. I don't even have the rappers that died in 2022 from Memphis. So it's a lot when it comes to Memphis. Now, Gangsta Boo's Drink Champs was 3 months before her death. I could not find the specific date, but I believe it was September the 17th. I gotta verify that. The death of Gangsta Boo also makes the third death from 3-6 Mafia, right? So third death, get it, 3-6. Lord Infamous and Coops the Nicka being the others. Gangsta Boo was found dead on 1/1/2023. Of course, the media says it was drug related, and of course, they must mention fentanyl. Fentanyl equals 38, right? Just like all those other words I just talked about that equal 38, right? Fentanyl is 38 and 34. And this tactic is used to make people think a certain way. Gangsta Boo comes from a group that promoted drug use, and she probably dibbled and dabbled. I don't know. But this doesn't mean she overdosed on any drug, much less fentanyl. There's no way to know how she died. The media can tell us anything. yes, people overdose, but most drug use happens without any issues. So, of course, it's just a scare tactic to make people think, there's this big drug problem in this country. But it's the same thing they always do, right? When there was an opioid crisis, then they said there was a crisis with heroin back in the 70s, then crack in the 80s. So, um, so of course, it makes sense that they say that she overdosed off some drugs. This is all reportedly. And this group, 3 6 Mafia, they promoted the use of drugs. But but my point is that doesn't mean that she died from drugs. You know, this was this was a sacrifice, obviously. Now, the first time we ever heard of Gangsta Boo, right? It was on a song called "Tear the Club Up," right? And this was the lead single from Mystic Styles that featured Gangsta Boo. Notice that "Tear the Club Up," the first time we ever heard of Gangsta Boo, based off the first single of 3 6 Mafia's first album. And notice that "Tear the Club Up" equals 43. She's dead at 43, just like the word killing equals 43. The word New Year's equals 38 and 43. Gangster Boo died at 43. Killing equals 38 and 43. RRP 43. Project Pat equals 43. Now, Project Pat is one of the most successful members out the group. Is Project Pat, DJ Paul, and Juicy J, right? So those are the top three most successful members of the group. Now, Where Them Dollars At equals 87. This is her biggest song that features DJ Paul. Number of the Beast equals 87. And Gangsta Boo's birthday is 8/7. And the way we could verify that is by looking it up right here. See right here? Born August 7th, 79. Right? And if you look at this, it says that she was the second female rapper member after K9 out of the Memphis hip hop group 3 6 Mafia. So her debut album is called Inquiring Minds. Inquiring Minds equals 83, full reduction. That's her debut album. And she's from Memphis. Memphis equals 83. Murder equals 83. Right? Murder equals 83. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 83 by the band The Police. Coops the Nigga died on 10/9/2015, the day leaving 83 days left in the year. Okay, so, and understand Memphis equals 83. So let's verify that. See, the numbers don't lie, the calculator doesn't lie. Memphis equals 83. So let me add that. So Memphis equals 83. And she was born in 79, right? Inquiring Minds equals 79. The word murder equals 79. She has a song that was released in 2022 called Forever Crunk. And notice that they use the number 4 in the Forever Crunk, right? Forever Crunk. The media reported that she was found dead around 4 p.m. And this single is with the rapper 38. Yes, that's his rap name. So, can you imagine having a rap name like 38? I know there's a 38 special, but there's a 38 special from upstate New York, but his rap name is just 38, period. And here you can see it. Here's the album right here. And you can see the 38 right there if you can see it. Hold on. You can see the 38 right there. Let me get a better. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a better angle of this. Okay. So this is it right here. Forever Crunk, a single by 38 and Gangsta Boo. Remember, Gangsta Boo equals 38, and his rap name is 38. Let me see if there's a better way I could pull this up. Okay, here, you might get a better view this way. Okay, now, where is it at? Okay, it's right here. Right here. You could better get a better view right here. See? His rap name is 38, and the name of the song is Forever Crunk with the 4, and her name equals 38. Okay, that came out on May 1st, 2022. So let's see. Let's see what the time is. May 1st, 2022, when that single came out, until the day she died, is 8 months and 1 day, or 35 weeks. And 8-1 is a big ritual number. The word ritual equals 81, right? And now look at this with the 81, right? Let me show you something about this number 81 real quick. Okay, so so DJ Screw was ahead of the Screwed Up Click. Now look, on 11/16/2000, DJ Screw was found dead inside his studio in the 8100 block of Commerce Park Drive, right? Years later, Takeoff from the Migos would be killed at 810 Billards Bowling in Houston, Texas. So where Takeoff died starts with the 81. Where DJ Screw died starts with the 81. The word ritual equals 81. So you got 8 months and 1 day from the release of that album from the release of that single Forever Crunk until the day she dies. 8 months, 1 day, kind of like 81 and 35. There's a lot to 35 too. There's a whole lot to 35, and we could check this out right over here. All these words equal 35. Catholic, rap, Sevengali, Satan, Baphomet, right? And notice Satan equals 35, 3-6 Mafia, they rapped about the devil. But notice where her nickname is, right? Notice what Gangsta Boo's nickname is. And Gangsta Boo's nickname is the Devil's Daughter, right? The Devil's Daughter. That's her nickname. So a whole lot to 35. But let me get back to where I was. Okay, so Gangsta Boo's birthday, like I was saying, is 8/7. Her debut album is called Inquiring Minds equals 83, Murder 83. And where were we? Okay, I was talking about Forever Crunk. Okay. So the name of that single that I just talked about that came out is called Forever Crunk. They said she was found dead around 4 p.m. and the single is with the rapper 38. The number 4 is associated with death. She started with a group who has a song called 44 Killers. The 44 list is long, starting with the word kill. Kill equals 44. I go over the number 44 widely with the death of Biggie Smalls and Young Dolph. This now makes the 4th rapper to die after making an appearance on Drink Champs, Young Dolph, DMX, Takeoff, and now Gangsta Boo. The day Young Dolph was killed left 44 days left in the year. Right? Now notice, Princess Loco, Lord Infamous, and Coops the Nicka all died when they were 40 years old. All these rappers are from Memphis. Now Gangsta Boo is dead at 43. That's a lot of fours, right? Wait until you read about Dolph's death. So that's a lot of fours. Like, what are the odds that Princess Loco, an underground rapper from Memphis, dies at 40 years old? Lord Infamous died at 40 years old. Coops the Nicka died at 40 years old, and now Gangsta Boo's dead at 43. Young Dolph was one of the biggest rappers to ever come out of Memphis. And right before he died, a different rapper named PSO Emmett died, which he's right. He's right here. So right before Dolph died, PSO Emmett died, right? And his name also equals 38. PSO Emmett. That was October 23rd, 2021. Then less than a month later, Dolph's dead. Dolph was shot and killed in his hometown. The day leaves 44 days left in the year. Of course, 3-6 Mafia, they have the song called 44 Killers. Kill 44, Shooting 44, Execution 44, Gunfire 44, Earthquake 44. On this very same day, the same day Dolph died, there was an earthquake in Memphis. And then it goes into the 36. Dolph died at 36. Just like Snooty Wild, another rapper from Memphis, was shot and killed when he was 36 years old. And Dolph died exactly 36 weeks before his upcoming birthday. 3-6 Mafia, aka 666 Mafia. 666 is the 36 triangular number. Lord Infamous, a founding member of 3-6 Mafia, died of a heart attack. The word heart attack equals 36. And and notice Dolph's debut album is called King of Memphis, right? So now the King of Memphis is dead, right? Dolph called himself the King of Memphis. And Gangsta Boo calls herself the Queen of Memphis. So now the King and the Queen of Memphis, they're both dead. And so both the King and the Queen of Memphis are both gone. And so check it out. Now her second album was called Both Worlds. Both Worlds 69. The Jesuit Order 69, Catholic Church, New World Order, Illuminati, all words that equal 69. Young Dolph died on a date with 69 numerology, right? Princess Loco, the last female rapper to die from Memphis, also equals 69. Lord Infamous, which was a founding member of 3-6 Mafia, equals 69. And she's the one, excuse me, Lord Infamous is the one who introduced Gangsta Boo to DJ Paul. So he basically discovered her. And notice Lord Infamous is dead, Gangsta Boo's dead, Coops the Nick is dead. While in the meantime, DJ Paul and Juicy J are having thriving careers, right? And so Princess Loco, right, was the last female rapper to die from Memphis. And check it out. Let's see what her gematria is. Princess Loco, 69, right? She also died when she was 40 years old. And I talked a little bit about Princess Loco yesterday. Princess Loco was a gangster rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. Her real name is Andrea Summers. That equals 83. Just like how I was just talking about 83. Inquiring Minds, Gangster Boo's debut album equals 83. Uh, Coops the Nicka died on the day, leaving 83 days left in the year. Memphis equals 83. Murder equals 83. So Princess Loco grew up across the street from Tommy Wright III, who was considered an underground rap legend in Memphis. He introduced Loco to rap, and eventually she was signed to Tommy's label. On May 21st, 2020, Summers died of complications from congestive heart failure at the age of 40. Heart failure equals 200. Andrea Summers equals 200. Congestive heart failure equals 108. And Summers was born on 8/2/79, which has a date numerology of 108. And notice she was born in 79 too, just like Gangster Boo was born in 79. And I was just explaining how 79 is is relevant to all of this, and because it's right here. Inquiring Minds equals 79. Her debut album Murder equals 79. So Princess Loco also was born in 79. And so here we have Lola Mitchell, right? Lola Mitchell equals 122. Lola Chantrell Mitchell also equals 122 in two different ciphers, right? This is Gangsta Boo's real name, but this just includes the middle name, right? Chantrell, but they're both 122. Notice that. Satanic equals 122. Pope Francis 122. San Francisco 122. The Church of Satan was founded in San Francisco, and she came from the group 666 Mafia. Now, notice something with Satanic. Notice something with her name, right? Lola Mitchell. That's her real name. Okay. Now, see, check this out, right? Lola Mitchell, 122, 50, 202, and 67, right? Now, look at the word satanic, right? So this is her real name, 122, 50, 202, 67. Look at satanic, 67, right? Just like Lola Mitchell. 22, just like Lola Mitchell. You dropped the zero in numerology, right? So satanic 22, Lola Mitchell, basically 22 when you drop the zero. Satanic 122, Lola Mitchell 122. Satanic 50, Lola Mitchell 50. And she's with the group 36 Mafia. Now, when you include her middle name, you're still going to get the 122. Like, what are the odds of this? That's a lot of 122. 122, right there, right? And don't disregard the also 22, right? Lola Chantrell Mitchell, 22. Her last year living was 22. Also, the first 36 Mafia's first official album came out in 95, but they had a mixtape in 94, and her whole name equals 94. So 36's first album came out in 95, but they had a mixtape in 94. So here we got, so you just move on, and then you notice that she died 21 weeks after her birthday. Sundays 21, Jesuit, evil, all words that equal 21. So it's evil doing by the Jesuits on a Sunday. It's also 147 days. Freemason 147, conspiracy 147. Gangsta Boo was a pioneer of female rap music. Her hit song "Where Them Dollars At" was a strip club anthem. The song was huge everywhere. She had a different style and did not rhyme in riddles. She was very direct with her lyrics. The first album she was on was Mystic Styles. This album came out in 95. This album came out on 5/30/95. From this day until the day Gangsta Boo died is 27 years and 216 days. The word ritual is 27. So 27 years from the first time we ever heard of her, 27 years later, she's dead, right? And don't disregard the 216. Hold on, I just want like a simple calculator. Hold on. But I don't want to download it. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Okay, so when you multiply 6 times 6 times 6, it's 216, right? So she's from her very first appearance on the debut album Mystic Styles, she's dead 27 years later and 216 days. So 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Of course, the group is called Triple Six. She has an album called which equals 27. Nika died on a date with 27 numerology. The last female rapper to die from Memphis was Princess Loco, and from the day she died until Gangsta Boo died is 2 years and 7 months, kind of like 27. Coops' real name was Robert Cooper Phillips. Robert Cooper Phillips equals 109, and he died on 10/9, right? He dies on 10/9. His real name equals 109. Coopster passed away from an alleged stroke. The word stroke equals 38. And so it's a ritual. Ritual equals 27. She's dead 27 years later. The word witch equals 27. She has an album called Witch. Gangsta Boo died while DJ Paul was 45 years old. And supposedly Paul was the one who reported Gangsta Boo's death. Paul was also the one who reported Lord Infamous's death. And so Paul's 45 years old, Ritual 45, and she died on a date with 45 numerology, Gangsta Boo. Hip hop equals 45. Gangsta Boo has a song called Kill, 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 Murder, Murder, Murder. That equals 153 in full reduction. The most important cipher, right? Drug overdose equals 153. Jesuit order equals 153. So you know they leave the clues of who did this, right? Understand, this is the name of one of her songs. Kill, 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 murder, murder, murder. 153. So let's see if there's any other 153s in here. Okay, Columbus, Ohio equals 153. And that's, wait a minute, isn't Lotto from Columbus? Hold on. Isn't Lotto from Columbus? Wait, this is big because this is important. Lotto, where is she from? Wait, I guess I got to put Lotto rapper. Okay, let me just do it like this. Lotto rapper. Okay, Lotto, she's right here. Let's see where she's from. Lotto, raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, okay, okay. I thought she had something to do with Ohio. Okay, anyway, the reason I'm bringing up Lotto is I'll tell you in a second. But okay, so I'll come back to Lotto. Lord Infamous, which is DJ Paul's uncle or brother. I think they might be brothers. I might have to change that. I might have to change that. I'll go back and check that. Basically, discovered Gangsta Boo. They're both dead. Meanwhile, like I just said, DJ Paul and Juicy J careers have thrived. DJ Paul, Juicy J, and Project Pat are the most famous and successful members of the group. Let's look at the number 56 now. Oh No equals 56. Both Nori and Gangsta Boo each have a song called Oh No. And of course, she just appeared on Drink Champs, which is hosted by Nori. And a few months later, she's dead, which is a pattern now, as we could tell. And I feel like I'm missing more than I feel like there's more rappers that have died after making an appearance on Drink Champs, besides just Takeoff DMX and whoever else whoever else I'm forgetting about right now. Um, I feel like there's more than that, but that's at least four that we know of: DMX, Takeoff, Young Dolph, and now Gangsta Boo. Project Pat equals 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. Capricorn equals 56, right? And her death happened during the time of Capricorn. From the day Young Dolph died until the day Gangster Boo died is 1 year, 6 weeks, and 3 days. It's kind of like the number 163. 163 is the 38 prime number, right? 1 year, 6 weeks, and 3 days. Kind of like 163. Now, both the King of Memphis and the Queen of Memphis are both dead in the city where Martin Luther King Jr. died. Her rap name before Gangsta Boo was Suicide. Both Nori and Gangsta Boo released their solo debut albums in 1998. Gangsta Boo was starting to have a reemergence. Now this is where Lotto comes in at. She was featured on Lotto's FTCU, which also features a new female rapper from Memphis named Glorilla. Now, so it's almost like out with the old, in with the new. They get rid of Princess Loco, they get rid of Gangsta Boo, and now Glorilla is the next one to step up for the female rappers out of Memphis. Also, let's not forget LaChat. LaChat needs to probably watch her ass too. That album I was telling you about, which is a collaborative album with Gangsta Boo and LaChat. And of course, LaChat is another member of the group, and you probably remember her from her verse on Chicken Head, which was Project Pat's biggest song, right? So she was starting to make a reemergence, right? Gangsta Boo, because this song that by Lotto, which called FTCU, came out at the beginning of December, right? Which I'm gonna get to. So FTCU stands for Fuck the Club Up. This was a remake of the 95 lead single from the album Mystic Styles. Now, Lotto equals 14 in full reduction, the most important cipher, like we keep emphasizing. FTCU equals 14 in full reduction. The word end equals 14 in full reduction. And also equals 23. And Boo's life ended on the first day of 23. Right? So Lotto 14, FTCU 14, and 14. And the whole name of 3-6 Mafia's second album is called Chapter 1, The End. From the day this single and video was released on 12/2/2022 until the day it was reported Boo died is 4 weeks and 3 days if you include the end date, right? So here's another 43 to go with the others I mentioned earlier, right? So the single comes out FTCU December 2nd. 4 weeks and 3 days later, Gangsta Boo's dead at 43. Killing equals 43. So right as she's making a reemergence, like she's like getting a second win in her career, boom, she drops dead. So before I move on, since I brought up Lachat, I need to bring up Lachat. But for some, I don't know what it's something about Ohio and Lotto though. Maybe the chat knows. Let me look at the chat. Takeoff and Quavo released a song called "Party" exactly 4 months and 5 days before Gangsta Boo died. 4 5, that's hip hop equals 45. Gangsta Boo also died on a date with 45 numerology. In the song Takeoff screams the words 3 6 Mafia in one of his verses, Ritual equals 45. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when he screamed out 3 6 Mafia. Because a lot of this is what some people say, right? People say that the Migos kind of got their style from 3 6. Um, yeah, Ohio is the 17th state, but there was something else. There was something else that had to do with Lotto and 17. But I want to look up Lachat real quick. So now Lachat is a another rapper from Memphis, right? Another female rapper from Memphis. Okay, so Lachat is an American rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. She was one of the two female members of the hip hop Memphis hip hop group 3 6 Mafia alongside Gangsta Boo, which I don't know why they don't want to give K9 any credit now. Because if you look over here, right? If you look on Gangsta Boo's, right, it says she was the second female rapper after K9, right? So maybe K9 left the group. I don't know. So Lachat, right, is the second female rapper from 3 6. In 2001, Lachat made a guest appearance on the hit Project Pat song Chicken Head, which will go on to receive gold record status. And understand that Lachat's debut album is called Murder She Spoke. Murder She Spoke. Oh, here it is right here. Lachat and Gangsta Boo's collaborative extended play Witch came out on May 27, 2014. Now look at this album, right? Look at this. This the album cover right here. They got a song called Witch Brew. Notice the length is 38 minutes, right? So the length of this album is 38 minutes. And so Lachat also has so Lachat's got Murder She Spoke, right? And then she's got a Murder She Spoke Part 2. She's got a Murder She Spoke Part 2 right here. So let's do the gematria on her. Let's see what we get when we get put Lachat in here. Well, I got a lot of tabs open. Hold on. Hold on, let me clean this up a little bit. It makes it easier the less tabs you have. All right, so let's see what Lachat is. Let's see what they say, what we got with Lachat. Okay, 45. All right. So I was just talking about 45. Hip hop equals 45. Ritual equals 45. So Lachat equals 45. And don't underestimate the 36 because there's a long list of 36 that I was just talking about with Dolph, right? So Lachat equals 36. She's a member of 36. And let's go back a little bit to the 36 where I stopped at. So Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s last motel room was number 306 at the Lorraine Motel. He was shot and killed in front of his room. In numerology, the zero does not count, so when you drop the zero in the middle, it's another 36. Young Dolph has a documentary on YouTube called King. There's a part in the documentary where Dolph walks by room 306 at the Lorraine Motel. And the first song on Dolph's first mixtape is called I'm Gone. I'm Gone equals 36 in full reduction. And just so you don't think I'm bullshitting, let's put it in the computer. Right? So remember, LaChat equals 36, and she's a member of 36. We know about 45. I'm Gone, 36. Okay, so that's Dolph's first single off his first mixtape. Another 36. And and now YFN Lucci has his own song called I'm Gone. This song features Young Dolph. At the time of this writing, YFN Lucci has been gone to prison for close to a year now, probably close to 2 years now, actually. For years now, actually. So, YFN Lucci has been gone to prison for years now, and now Dolph is gone. Well, a little over a year ago, right? So, so what can we say about LeChat? It's not going to be good for her. And she's 44. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me! Wait, yeah, she's 44 years old right now. Unbelievable, unbelievable. 1 second, be right back. All right, that was a business call I had to take. My bad. Hey, are you guys still there? Hold on, let me see what the chat says. Hold on. Look at. Okay. All right. So Wait, okay, so she's got this album called Murder She Spoke, right? Um, let's chat. So let's see what that equals. All right, Murder She Spoke. I mean, it goes to show you how how sick all this shit is. Murder She Spoke 69. Here we go again with the 69 and the 201. So Murder She Spoke equals 69 to go along with all those other 69s I just was talking about, like Illuminati and New World Order, etc. So, and oh, that's what I was saying. She's 44 years old. No, that's not good. That's not good for her. 44 years old. Hmm. Okay, so all right, let's see. Her most famous feature was on Chicken Head. So let's see what that means or equals. Chicken Head. Okay, so what does the word Satan mean? Equal. So Satan's a 55. Satan's a 55, just like Chicken Head, and they come from this quote unquote satanic group, right? So Chicken Head 55, Satan equals 55. For the record, God equals 55. Okay, so now let's see. It's just not a good sign for the chat. Um, yeah, that's crazy. Chastity Daniels. Let's see what her real name equals. 61. That's like that's like Jesus, right? So we got now we always talk about how rappers die in a Jesus ritual, and her name equals 61, right? Lachat. There's a lot of 61s. I mean, let's look at some of them. Jesus 61, Church 61, Assassin 61, Gun 61, Ritual Murder 61, Mind Control 61, Grim Reaper 61. And let's remember that the rapper that just died before this from Memphis was called, his nickname was the Grim Reaper. And hold on, where's he at? Big Scar, right? Right here. Big Scar was a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. He died at 22 on 12/22/22. Woods equals 22. His debut album sold 22,000 copies. That's a lot of 22s. So, but anyway, the point is that um where's the Grim Reaper part at? Oh, okay. His mixtape was called Big Grim Reaper. Big Grim Reaper 79 and 83, just like Murder in Memphis. So the Big Grim Reaper's dead, and the word Grim Reaper equals 61, right? Just like Lachat's real name, which it didn't save. Let me see. Hold on, where'd it go? Chastity Daniels. Chastity Daniels, 61. Just like just like the Grim Reaper equals 61. And that was the nickname of the last rapper to die from Memphis. So, I mean, like the more you look at it, the more you find. What do you guys think of all this? Let's see. Okay, so now let me go back. Let me go back and just finish this part about let's back to Gangsta Boo. I got a little off topic there, but it all really relates because it's all together. Is okay. So okay, so she was making a reemergence with the song FTCU with the female rapper named Lotto, and then 4 weeks and 3 days later she's dead at 43. Blood sacrifice 67. All these words equal 67. Human sacrifice, satanic, soul, Lola Mitchell, which is Gangsta Boo's real name. Lotto equals 67. Fuck the club up equals 67, which is Lotto's big song that features Gangsta Boo and it also features Glorilla. The word suicide, 34. Her rap name before she became Gangsta Boo was Suicide. That equals 34. Lady Boo, 34. Rapper, 34. Murder, 34. Memphis, 34. Young Dolph, 34. So, of course, Gangsta Boo equals 38. Rapper, 38. Death, 38. RIP, 38. Nigga, 38. Killing, 38. And and of course, there's a rapper named 38 Special. And now I just found out there's a rapper named 38, period. So this was just some additional research that I also just found on the fly too. And I'm gonna continue to research this, and the book should be coming soon. It's just that the reason it never comes out is because there's always something new to put in. Like I can't do the book without Gangsta Boo. Just like I thought I was gonna end it with Takeoff, but then Granddaddy IU passed away, Hurricane G passed away. Um, Somebody else I can't think of at the top of my head right now. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it to maybe like the top 50 rappers because I mean, there's a lot. Like, look at this list, and these are keep in mind these are like rappers that are known. Like, there's so many unknown rappers that die every year. I mean, 20 2020, I want to say it was 224. 2021 was about 250 something. Last year, I don't even know because I haven't calculated it yet. Um, but it's just so many. Like I got, I got all these so far. No, I mean I don't have all these, but this is how it starts: Scott LaRock, Pimp Daddy, Easy, Stretch, Seagram. Um, Tupac, Yaki Gaddafi, Biggie, Fat Pat, Big L, Freaky Ty, Big Pun, Mossberg, E Money Bags, E Money Bags. Have you guys ever heard of E Money Bags? Yeah, Speaker Knockers was crazy. Speaker Knockers, I gotta put him in the book. But E Money Bags, DJ Uncle Al, Left Eye, Jam Master Jay, Half a Mill, Soldier Slim, Mac Dre, Old Dirty Bastard, Blade Icewood, Jay Dilla, Proof, Big Hawk, Big Mo. Now notice all these. Now notice how this is, right? Now this is crazy, right? You got all these rappers in a row from the same area. Like Pimp C was from Port Arthur, right? Which is right outside of Houston. But Big Hawk, a Houston rapper. Then right after that, Big Mo. Then right after that, Pimp C. All from this basically the same area. Then next, VL Mike, Magnolia Shorty, both from New Orleans. Then Guru, Nate Dogg, Heavy D, Slim Duncan, Adam Yauch from the Beastie Boys, Lil Fat, Lil JoJo, Capital Steez. Capital Steez was a big 47. Tim Dog, Mr. Magic, Chris Kelly, Mac Daddy from Crisscross, Lil Snoop. Speaking of 36, Lil Snoop was a rapper from Jonesboro, Louisiana. He was only 18 years old when he was shot and killed by 36-year-old Tommy Holden. Lil Snoop equals 36 in full reduction gematria. He was shot and killed on June 13, 2013. This date leaves 201 days left in the year. I remember Lil Snoop signed to Meek Mill's Dream Chasers, right? And then he gets shot and killed. And what happens with Meek Mill? His career takes off. Um, L.A. Capone, of course, Lord Infamous, Doe B, Kyle Red, Speaker Knockers, ASAP Yams, The Jacker, The Last Mr. Big, Chinks Drugs, Hussein Fatal, Sean Price, Koopstanika, Bankroll Fresh, Fife Dog, Shawty Low, Big Psych, BTY Youngin. And understand BTY Youngin was 27 years old. Oh, by the way, the murder charges were dismissed. Look at this. Murder charges dismissed against men charged in rapper BTY Youngin's death. So, what? The Orleans Parish District Attorney's Office dismissed second degree murder charges against Daryl Bannister Jr., which is right here, and Kyron Williams, which he's right here. The men were charged in the April 2017 death of New Orleans rapper BTY Youngin. Murder charges have been dropped in connection. See, 27 years old. That's what I was saying with BTY Youngin. BTY is another member of the 27 Club. BTY Youngin, whose real name is Desmond Jerome, was fatally shot April 29, 2017, outside a Shell gas station in the 9200 block of Airline Highway in Holly Grove, where Lil Wayne is supposedly from. He was shot days before a scheduled meeting with a lawyer to discuss signing with the local rap label Cash Money Records. Bannister, 32, was named a suspect and arrested about 2 weeks after the slaying. An arrest warrant affidavit said Bannister's iPhone was found on the ground near Jerome's body. Okay, so I mean, like, how much more evidence do you? I mean, I guess it's easy to beat a body in New Orleans. I don't know, because I mean, you left your phone uh, at the crime scene and you still got away with it. Gas station surveillance footage showed the phone was dropped and left behind by one of two gunmen who opened fire on Jerome. In a statement to police, Bannister denied knowledge of the shooting. Of course, he has maintained that he lost his phone at a friend's house party the night Jerome was killed. Yeah, right. Bannister and Williams were indicted in September. Court records show charges against both men were dismissed February 23rd. So 223, right? 223, they get both of their charges dropped. Based upon the totality of evidence available, we decided it was not prudent to proceed to trial at this time. However, noted the investigation is remains open and ongoing. Yeah, right. Really? You think they're really going to be looking into a rapper's murder that happened, what, 5 years ago now? This is how they get away with it, though. Like, just the 27 Club is something. BTY Youngin was 27 years old. The 27 Club is something that is real. Like just in the little bit I wrote on the new book, there's already a whole bunch of 27. Okay, we I talked about the 27 with Gangsta Boo, but I was trying to see somebody else was in the 27 Club. Okay, Fat Pat. Fat Pat is a member of the 27 Club. Okay, Freaky Ty. How about Freaky Ty? Freaky Ty was shot and killed while he was 27 years old. Freaky Ty's real name is Talik Raymond Rogers. That equals 103. 103 is the 27 prime number. He is part of the 27 Club, the word Ritual 27. He was a rapper, but more known as being the hype man for the group out of Queens, Lost Boys. Understand, Queens equals 27 as well, right? So, I mean, that's just a little bit of the 27. Like, I mean, I mean, it's a 27 show. Here's another one. Young Kurt. Young Kurt was an influential Pittsburgh, California rapper who helped shape the Bay Area music scene. Young Kurt equals 144, like Jesuit order. He was killed in a car accident on June 29, 2020. Car accident 45, Young Kurt 45, hip hop 45. He was 27 years old. There are 27 books in the New Testament. Also, the word racism also equals 27. So anyway, what I was saying is, okay, after that you got Prodigy, G Money, Lil Peep, Fredo Santana. Fredo Santana, another 27-year-old. I'm pretty sure Fredo was 27 too. I think. Fredo Santana. No, Derek Coleman. Known professionally as Fredo Santana. And notice that he has a 7-4 birthday. Just like Post Malone, the Jewish rapper. Look at this, Fredo, 27 years old. He died of a seizure on January 19th, 2018. Another member of the 27 Club is Fredo Santana. Um, Craig Mack, Ex Tentacion, Eastside Snoop, Jimmy Wapple, Mac Miller, Young Greatness, Nipsey Hussle, Bushwick Bill, Juice World. Wait, how old was King Von? I don't think he was 27. I don't think he made it to 27. That'd be crazy if he was, but I don't think he made it though. I don't think he made it to 27. I'm pretty sure Vaughn was 26. Yeah, Vaughn was 26. He almost made it to 27. All right, I'm gonna end the stream, but I'll be back once I find some more. And trust me, it won't be another year till I make a video. I've just been busy writing this book, but when I find more, I'll make another video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.